Hi, you guys. How creepy is this, man? Creepy town lighting. Creepy town lighting. Um, sorry. There we go. So it's like 10:23. I was gonna go to bed like an hour and a half ago, and instead, all I can do, my mind is just racing from convention, like racing, 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 and there's so much that I learned, and so I'm trying I'm going to share some of it now. So it's out and just okay. So this one's for the leaders. Okay, this is for anyone who has a team member or more than one team member or 100 team members or 5 team members or whatever. And it's so important and so good. Okay. One of the classes that I chose to go to, they have these breakout sessions at convention, and there was one specifically called Building Strong Leaders. As you have heard me say like 60 zillion times, the key to success in our company is other people's success, okay? The key to success in our company is other people's success. And so what do I mean by that? I mean, the key to you becoming more successful is you helping the people on your team be successful, all right? And so they had this whole class on building strong leaders because that's such a critical component of our compensation plan, right? Um, and there were so many good things said, and I'm going to share more things. I don't have my notes sitting right here with me, but there was so much in that class. But this is one that was just standing out of my head right now that I wanted to just, and I've heard it before, but it resonating with me more and more. And I think as leaders, because guys, you're all leaders. If you have a team member, if you have even just one team member, that is a team, and you are a leader. I think a lot of times we want our teams to want it as much as we want it, right? And right? And so we want that. And the hard thing is that we can't make anybody want anything more than they want it themselves. And we can't make anybody do anything. And that's in life, not just in business, not just with this, not just with our teams. We literally cannot make anybody do anything. All we can do is control our own actions. And so as a leader, what do? How do you work with your team? There are so many things about this, and I'm just going to talk about this one thing. So just remember that. I've heard it compared a couple times now to a game of tennis. All right. Your job as a leader is to serve up the ball. You serve up the ball. You serve up the training. You serve up the support. You serve up the encouragement. You serve up the positivity. You serve up whatever you've got. All right. And it's your team member's job to hit it back. All right. And what does hit it back qualify it? Do they take it? Do they take that? Do they work with it? Do they ask questions? Do they engage with you? Do they participate on team pages? Do they want it? Right? You as a leader, keep serving those balls. You serve the balls, you serve the balls, you serve the balls, and the people who hit it back, then you hit back to them. And so goes your game of tennis. Does that make sense? Leading is a game of tennis. You serve up a ball. If they hit it back, you're working with them, man. That's who you work. That's who you lead one-on-one. That's who you're messaging with. That's who you are really and truly helping and developing. If they're not serving it back, it's not that you don't care. You still want to support and encourage. But you can't want something more for somebody than they want for themselves. And you can't work somebody else's business. And you can't make anyone take the wisdom and training and everything that is sort of out there. You can't make them take that stuff. All you can do is serve up the ball. Serve it up. Here it is. You can come back. You can ask questions. We can work with it. We can work together. We can mastermind together. We can brainstorm. We can do this. All right? Take some of the pressure off of yourself as a leader. Take that pressure off yourself because you're not responsible for anybody else's business. You're responsible for coaching and mentoring. You're not responsible for working another person's business. Serve up the balls of serve up the balls of training and support and encouragement. And if they come back, sweet, you've got it. You're going, you're coaching, you're helping. Be available. And you know what? If you serve up a ball right? Let's say, you reach out and say, hey, how are things going? Can I help you with anything? What's going on? Or if you post a video on your team page and say, hey, this is this great little, whatever it's about, sharing, not selling, attraction marketing, whatever, you know, and you don't get a response from somebody, or they're like, yeah, pass, right? Or they just are so stone cold silent, which happens. That's okay. That's okay. All right. Give it a little time and go back. Go back and check again. Serve up another ball later on, because you never know. You never know. Somebody could just be not in that place right now, and you serve up a ball a month from now of sort of checking in and feeling them out and seeing if they're okay, and sharing training on your team page or whatever you're doing, and they could be ready, right? So keep serving up the balls of training and whatever, and the ones who hit back, that's who you're directly engaging with on a regular basis, right? Those are the ones who want it. Because we're all working business. I mean, we are business people. This is a business. The love and support and encouragement is amazing, and it is incredible, and it is there for anybody who wants it, whether they want black or green or pink or yellow, or if they just want to be a white status presenter. It's there for everybody. But in terms of you as a leader, how you're delegating your time as a leader, because let's face it, you got a family, you got a job, you've got things, okay? So how you're delegating your time as a leader, and how you're taking pressure off of yourself, because you can't work anything for anybody else. You can't do that. That's not how this works. There's a great term I heard, a self-managed business. I lost my train of thought. Sorry. How you do that is by playing a game of tennis. That's what you're doing. You're supporting and loving and encouraging everyone, and you're serving up tennis balls of training and support, very specific support, and that, and the ones who are hitting back are the ones you're going to be doing a lot of that with, right? Yeah, that was probably I thought that was a fantastic analogy from convention that I'd heard, and I know it's been used before. You may have heard it before, but I wanted to share it because there's so many up and coming leaders on this team, so many of them, and this is just huge. It's huge, because I've talked to a lot of you, and I know there are many who feel that pressure. It's okay. You can take the pressure off your shoulders. Play a game of tennis. Serve it up. If they're hitting back, that's who you're going to work with. All right? Love and encourage everybody across the board. Love, encourage, uplift, support. If somebody hasn't hit a ball back, give them a little time. Check in on them. Follow up, right? Check in, because you never know. Unless they straight up shut you down, and then, maybe we should leave them alone. But play a game of tennis. That's what you got to do. All right. Peace out. Bye.